On present here. Today I talk about unit number 4 transaction, topic number 7, deadlock. So what is deadlock? So if the transactions, if any situation can create, we can use some method can be implemented to rectify without any um, may not occur your transactions to store your database server. So first of all, what is server? What is deadlock? The deadlock is an unwanted situation that arise in the shared resource environment where the process indefinitely wait for resource that held by other process. For example, assume set of transaction T0 to T of n. T0 need a resource X to complete in its task. The resource X is held by T1 and T1 is waiting for resource by Y and which is held by T2. The T2 is waiting for resource of Z. For example, we have 3%. The first person is defined X, second person is Y, and third person is Z. The Y depends on X, Z depends on Y, but X not dependent. So this resources, that means you can execute your value, execute your transaction and wait for other resources and then execute and proper order in your database server. Thus, the process wait for each other to release the resources in this situation and none of process can finish the task. The situation is called as a deadlock. So we have we have a problem statement. The first one is one bridge is available. Both sides are the car can come enter into the small entry. At that time, forward and backward. The two forward and backward cars can enter the small bridge. At the time, create some situation. At least one car can backward, one car can be forward to the second one. Otherwise, one car can be forward to northern side and then southern side car can be forward to northern side. If any situation, suppose the situation is called, this call is a deadlock and starvation is possible for that one. So the traffic is only in one direction. Each sections of bridge can be viewed as resources. If the deadlock can occur, it can be resolved if one car back up and permit resource or rolled back. And several cars may have to be back up if the deadlock can occur. The starvation is possible for that one in the area. So we have some characterizations of our deadlock. The one is must mutual exclusion, hold and wait, and no permissions and circular wait. The one or more than one resources must be held by process in non-shareable exclusive mode. And hold and wait, where process hold its resources while waiting for other resources. No permissions, there is only voluntary release of resources. Nobody else can make a process give up the resources. And circular wait, the process A wait for B and process B wait for C, process C wait for E. This is a circular wait in the process. So please find the difference between. So we have two type of process in deadlock process. One is deadlock prevention and deadlock detection. First, deadlock prevention. The DBMS accurately inspect all operations where the transaction about to execute. The DBMS inspect operations analyze if they create and deadlock of situation. If it find the deadlock situation might occur, then the transaction is never allowed to be executed. There are deadlock prevention schemes that use the timestamp ordering mechanism of transaction in order to predetermine a deadlock in a situation. So this is a two commonly used scheme in deadlocks. One is wait and die, another wound wait. This first one is a non-primitive process when P is request a resources currently held by Q, comma, P is allowed to wait only if it is older than Q, otherwise P is rolled back. The primitive process is when P requires a resource currently held by Q and P is allowed to wait only if the P is younger than Q, otherwise Q is rolled back. That is a P and owned by Q. This process can be included in your deadlock preventions. So next one, same condition. Two type of schemes, wait and die scheme, wound wait and die scheme. If the scheme is in the scheme, if a transaction requires to lock resource data item which already held by conflict lock by other transaction, if two possible may occur in the area. First one is if TI less than TSTJ, that is TI's request conflict lock, the older than TJ, then TI is allowed to wait until the data item is available. And if the TSTI greater than TSTJ, then TI is younger than TJ, then TI is died, TI is restarted later than random delay, but the same timestamp protocol. So this is a two more conditions process. So next one is a wound wait scheme. If the scheme transaction requires lock resources a data item is already held by conflict, locked by some other transaction, one of the two possible may occur. One is if the TSTJ less than of TJ, then TI is forced to TJ to be rolled back. That is a TI wound TJ. The TJ is restarted later with a random delay, but the same timestamp. If the TI greater than of TSTJ, then TI is forced to wait until the resource is available. This scheme allows the younger the transaction to wait, but when he older than transaction request an item held by younger one, the older transaction forced younger one to abort and another one is release the data item. This is a wait and die owned by difference diagram about the process. So another one, instead deadlock avoidance. This is one of the method. Wait for graph. The graph. This is a simple method available to track if any deadlock a situation may arise. The each transaction entering into the system, the node is created when a transaction TI request for lock on data item, say X, which is held by some other transaction, and TJ direct age is created from TI to TJ. If the TJ release item X, age between them is dropped and TI is locked in the data item. This is the system maintain wait for graph for every transaction. Wait some of the data item held by others. The system keep the checking if there is any cycle in the graph. So TIs go for TJ, TJ go for TI. This is evaluation pattern. This list of two type of scheme. One is wait and die, another wound wait scheme. Thank you.